So Kyle is the first person to join Floatplane, and he is having the pre-alpha experience. That is for sure. How's it going so far there?
It totally is pre-alpha, man. Like I feel like jumping in like as the first. It's almost like I'm the first woman that any man has ever seen. Like on the forums. They're like, oh my god, what is that? We've never seen one of these before. I'm just getting like royal treatment. It's super cool, and everyone's incredibly nice. You know, like when I first went in there and I was like interacting with people and like saying like, oh thanks, I was like replying to everyone individually. And some guy was like, you know, kindly was like, hey, you know, like, well, glad you're here, but by the way, you can use like the multi-quote,
yeah.
That's probably preferred. And so I was like, yeah, sure. And then like I actually tried it out. I was like, yeah, like, what do you think of my first multi-quote? How did I do? And he's like, well, you only quoted me, so it's hard to say. I feel like my grandpa on Facebook right now. So I mean, but it's been great. Like your community's awesome, and everyone's been super kind and welcoming so far. So
okay, well that's
legit.
That's really cool. That's great.
Sweet.
Okay, so basically, right now, the way that it works, I'm just gonna fire up the store here. Is if you go to this, so okay. Our plan was actually not to bring on other creators.
No.
What?
Poor Luke.
So it was just me? You created Floatplane just for Bitwit? That's
no,
wow.
No, definitely not.
I'm touched.
Luke just hasn't slept a lot in the last week and a half.
No
in the last year.
To be fair, no one on the Floatplane team really has, so thanks.
Because the plan for Floatplane was to bring other creators on sometime after Linus Media Group properties had been live on the new site for some time.
Yeah, oh yeah. So like a while from now.
Yeah, so like potentially other creators were still 4 to 6 months out. In terms of a realistic timeline.
And it was like, okay, let's do
it. Yeah, right. I was kind of the, you know, if I was Floatplane's child, I was definitely the mistake child.
Yeah, you were the premature.
The first one being.
The first
premature child.
Yeah.
So basically.
And I think you can partially blame YouTube for that, right? Because
well, yeah.
they killed off all the paid channels as of 2 days ago. And as far as I know, I'm like one of the only, if not the only tech YouTuber that actually had a paid channel on YouTube's platform. So
yeah,
I was really the only one to seemingly get affected by it, and then that's when you guys were like, hey, like, speaking of which, we've got an alternative that's way better.
Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves with the way better there.
Well, yeah, we haven't seen the actual official site yet.
We're working on it.
But we're working on an alternative. So how long were you running Bitwit Ultra as a paid channel through YouTube before they just like canned it?
I want to say it's been about a year.
Which lines up?
I feel like YouTube. Yeah, I feel like YouTube. Yeah, it definitely lines up with like how YouTube works, because they like to like work you up and be like, hey, look at all these new features and things we added, and then like, it's congratulations, it's your 1 year anniversary. We're shutting it down. So I guess like it just kind of happened out of nowhere. But yeah, it's been going for about a year now. I launched Bitwit Ultra, which was basically early access, ad-free content, both on YouTube and Patreon simultaneously, because there was a huge group of people who weren't able to view paid channels on YouTube based on the country. Like, apparently not all countries are supported there, so it was a huge just sort of ordeal. I was thinking, oh, you know, it's not bad uploading all my content to a second channel. That's not too much work. And then I find out that I have to upload it to a third channel now, because Patreon doesn't actually have a native uploader, so I actually had to create a third YouTube channel, upload all my early access content there, have it unlisted, and then link it to Patreon. It was just like...
So, okay, for the viewers out there... For the viewers out there that are sitting there going, well, gee, why are you an idiot? Why didn't you just upload the video to your Bitwit channel, unlisted a week early, and then give that to the Patreon people, and then just set it public? And, hold on, no, there's a legitimate reason for this. Whether Kyle himself is actually aware of it or not, I'm not sure. But there's a real reason for this, and we've observed that algorithmically, YouTube doesn't entirely forget, and I'm using finger quotes for forget, because YouTube is not a sentient being. Although... Yeah, so far.
It is a machine that is learning.
That was the worst. YouTube doesn't. Sorry, Nick was doing the stairs behind us. He was walking down the stairs behind the show, and he's like still in like 20% of the frame by the time he's like standing up and walking away. So YouTube doesn't entirely forget the upload date when it does its machine learning nonsense about, you know, sending out your video to people. So what's weird is like you'll upload something a week early, let's say, and you'll set it public, and the public, like the date you see for the video upload externally is the date you made it public. But the date you see internally in your CMS is the date you uploaded it. YouTube still knows. And what we've observed is that leaving something sitting on the channel for some time actually causes it to kind of rot. Yeah.
And not only just that, but if you upload something unlisted with the same name, thumbnail, and actual video content, and then release another one, that second one will also get tanked.
So
and that's exactly why a lot of people were wondering, like a lot of my ultra subscribers who were, you know, when it was still on YouTube, they were like, Kyle, why are you uploading the same video but with a different title and thumbnail?
Yeah.
It's because I was noticing as I was getting situated with this new model and stuff, is that like my view count just started to tank with all these videos that were getting re-uploaded, you know, essentially on a different channel, but still using the same metadata and things like that. And then I noticed that there was sort of an uptick once I started switching up the thumbnails, and then I was like, oh my god, this becomes even more work now. But it was just that it is what it is, you know. It's just kind of that's how they do it.
To be clear to the viewers out there, you know, YouTubers as a whole are not like complaining about the hard work that we do to, you know, come up with a different title for the video the second time we upload it or whatever. It's just one of those things where honestly where it really runs into a lot of work for us is when there's all these little different moving parts that we have to get synchronized, and then something's wrong and you have to like bail on a family dinner and go figure out what's going on and which one you forgot. And it's just having a bunch of different moving parts when you go to publish a video is just kind of a pain in the butt.
And it can also be more difficult than people realize to actually come up with 2 good thumbnails and 2 good titles for the same video. It's hard enough to find 1 really effective thumbnail and title, let alone 2, where like it's actually really good and eye-catching and grabby, but also doesn't piss off your audience for being clickbait. You got to find that fine line, and finding 2 things on the fine line can be.
Boy, is that ever a balancing act.
Yeah. Like some of my old think that it was video because I had.
Oh, yeah.
So they're like, you're trying to do this to get more views. Like, no, I mean, yes,
yeah,
I'm not
but
trying to duplicate my views. I'm not trying to get your view twice. I'm trying to attract, you know, single unique viewership. So it gets all messed up. I mean, such a gap of communication and what's going on behind the scenes between the creator and viewers that they understand just exactly what we're going for.
One of my favorite things is that this whole paid channels going down thing is on the exact, to the day, 1-year anniversary of Vessel going down.
Is it really?
Did you know? Yeah, November 1st.
I did not notice.
I tweeted about it and everything. November 1st was when Vessel went down, and November 1st was when YouTube paid channels went down.
Interesting.
So on the anniversary of Vessel going down, paid channels went down, and Kyle joined Floatplane.
Huh. And it's also, I mean, because Floatplane started almost to the day when Vessel went down, because those two events were somewhat related, let's say.
Yeah.
That's also the anniversary of Floatplane development actually starting. Not quite to the day, but like it was a few days earlier.
That's a little bit of a strong.
It's gray. It's gray.
Well, because there's also different stages. Because like at the very beginning, we were like, we put videos on forum, you download, hooray. Yeah. Now there's like streaming.
Can I tease things a little bit?
Way later.
Like, can we talk about it a little bit?
It's so janky right now.
I know, but can we just show some of the?
Sure.
Let's just do it. Okay, so first I'm going to show the way that it actually works. So Kyle and I talked about this last night. One of the things that Floatplane strives to do is,
and the other guy that I don't know if his name is able to be public are going to slap me. But yeah, let's do it.
We'll figure this out. So, so Kyle and I were talking last night. One of the things that Floatplane really wants to do is work with the creators on what's going to work best for the platform. And since Kyle joined, one of the biggest pieces of feedback we've gotten from viewers has been like, yo, right now it's $3 for Linus Media Group and it's $3 for Bitwit. It would be great if we could combine those and do like a combo purchase. And so I had a call with Kyle. We talked it through last night. I talked to Luke today. And basically the conclusion that we came to is that if we were to offer a discount, we are either going to be, like what it's going to turn into is it's going to turn into trying to build a video platform, as opposed to trying to build a tool for individual creators to use. And that wasn't really the point of the platform in the first place. So we crunched some numbers and we figured out, okay, well, what if the Floatplane platform itself could just make some pie-in-the-sky assumptions about bandwidth usage being significantly lower for one person subscribed to 10 creators versus 10 people subscribed to one creator, and we could just kind of absorb that out of there. And what we ended up with was a discount level that would frankly look kind of insulting.
Yeah.
And what we also ended up with was a fundamental change to the model that we didn't really like. So for us, we want to make sure that we're operating with a safe amount of margin to keep the platform sustainable.
Because we don't want to go down on November 1st, 2018.
Yeah, really. And the other thing is that if we have extra, we have no problem giving it back. But for us, it's a creator-first platform, and we'd love to do things like, and Kyle, this is probably the first time you're hearing about this, but one of the things that I'd like to do is take all of the Floatplane margin that's coming in from your first couple of months here and then dump that into some promoted posts on Facebook and stuff like that to see if we can drive in more subscribers. So that's the kind of thing that we'd rather do versus just, you know, discount a bundle of 3 creators by like $1. So we want to make sure that any money that's coming in is going to supporting the creators on the platform. So I think we've pretty much made a final decision there. We're not going to offer bundles because it would really either hamper the choice of creators in terms of the types of bundles that they want to offer consumers, or it would hamper our ability to properly develop and support the creators and the platform. So there you go. There's that. Now, let's jump into some stuff that nobody has really seen before.
Oh, jeez.
Okay. Actually, one more thing. This won't be the only time that I pimp this, but it is in our best interest now, for the first time ever, to drive subscriptions to another creator, which is weird. This is like a weird, awkward position for me. So I'm posting some links right now.
It's only awkward if you want it to be.
Right now, you actually access Bitwit through the LTT forum. So I'm going to show you guys how that looks. Oh,
which I still have not gotten used to.
Don't put in your admin account.
Anytime I log into Linus Tech Tips and it's like go to the store, I see Floatplane and I just see like my logo. I'm like, okay, they're getting DDoSed right now. What's happening? This doesn't make any sense.
No, no, it's not. It's not an error. That is a Bitwit logo on linustechtips.com. Super bizarre. So once you're subscribed, what happens is you'll see this Floatplane section at the top of the forum, and then you'll be able to go to Bitwit Ultra, and you will find. Okay, so right now, which ones are early access right now?
Videos?
Yeah.
So, let's see. I think there's the announcement. Well, actually, right now there are no early access videos as far as like a week early. There's just one that posted.
Can you tell me what's coming?
Yes, I can actually. The H700i from NZXT, the new case.
Oh, cool.
That's
okay.
Like $200 freaking. That's going to be going up very soon. And additionally, I think there's what's the other one? There's other stuff. There's more good stuff coming soon. I can't even think of it right now.
That's fine. That's a good enough sales pitch. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, it's totally great. Plus, it'll look way better than it does on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, dog.
Yeah. And the secret to that is what? Just like higher bitrate? Because basically, a lot of people in the forum were saying that the 720 on your forum or on Floatplane really is looking better and crispier than 1080p on YouTube.
Yeah, so
basically
it's
a bitrate thing.
It's more nuanced than that. There's like how you transcode it to be able to get more quality and a lower amount of bitrate and all this kind of jazz. But yeah, there's some special sauce going on.
It does look really good.
Yeah.
Like, wow, I don't even have to use my nice camera anymore. I can use my phone, and it looks like all my good stuff.
It's actually kind of like what I've seen a pretty common comparison for, and this is not from me, is that it's one step up, kind of. So 720 on ours looks sort of like 1080 on YouTube. 1080 on ours looks sort of like 4K on YouTube.
Yep.
So
and we haven't launched 4K
video,
yet.
It'll look like
we have okay.
Dun.
We are getting way ahead of ourselves here. Okay, the last time I'm going to get ahead of ourselves today is to show you guys what the site will not look like.
Oh.
Effectively.
YouTube.com.
Because it's going to be pretty different from this, right?
Sort of.
Oh, okay, so it's not that different anymore?
It's not going to be that different.
Oh, okay, cool. Never mind. I thought I was looking at an old version.
No,
okay.
because the blue top bar is gone.
Ah, okay.
Because if you click on an individual channel, like if you click on Tech Quickie, you can see how the top bar being gone affects it more. There you go.
Ah, yes. Okay, cool. Okay, so Kyle, you may actually be no, you've seen this because you can log into it. So right now, registration is closed. You can't log into the site.
Yeah, stop it.
But we are showing for the first time what Floatplane may or may not end up looking like.
Yeah, there's definitely going to be changes.
Yeah.
We're obviously not going to have a giant Razer logo in our banner.
Yeah, no, that's
just a
placeholder.
random placeholder image.
Yep, but there will be channel banners like this. Videos are going to be basically the star of the show.
There is going to be layout differences, though.
There will be layout differences.
And this is the videos tab, so this actually might look pretty exactly how it does now, but there's probably going to be a home tab that looks different.
Right now, it's full of placeholder garbage. Like,
Yeah.
we make videos and stuff. Cool, You should probably check out Linus Cat Tips. Who put that there?
I think that was Linus Forsell.
Okay, brilliant. So here's what playlists may or may not end up looking like. Everything is very much a work in progress.
There's a different idea for those.
Yeah. How close to the comment section is this going to be?
Type one in.
Hey, here's a comment. Post. Woo! So there you go, guys. There's a comment. Wow, in real time, it says how many seconds ago it was.
Like and dislike.
And
okay, no. That's probably not going to continue to be a thing. Hold on. Real-time comment counters, no. Probably not.
That would bury us so fast. Wow. So here's some, other videos from this particular creator.
So these aren't hooked into the back end, so we can't play the video right now, but that's not a huge deal.
Are we planning to have the video stay playable at the top as we scroll through the comments?
Yeah, so it's going to stay fixed, and you'll keep scrolling, and this part of your screen will scroll. Yeah. So like major things that we need to work on right now is being able to do payment stuff.
Yeah.
Account creation is doing pretty okay. We're working on connected accounts so that you guys can log in with your forum accounts that you already have for Bitwit Ultra and LMG Floatplane, and we'll have access to the things that you've already paid for on the new site, so you don't need to do anything, and then we'll just incentivize changing over payment platforms, because honestly the one we're on right now is super terrible, and you should be on the new one, but we're gonna try to have some incentives so that you want to be on the new one too. And there's definitely more stuff to do on the site, but that's sort of how it will look. Yep. No crazy major changes outside of that. Oh, you're not streaming this. Okay.
No, I'm not streaming this.
I was like, all right, we're showing that. Okay.
Well, I was kind of thinking, why not?
I mean, we can.
We can show how alpha it is. Hey, Kyle, do you think we should show them the alphaness of the CMS?
The alphaness? Sorry, my vocabulary is not vast.
Alpha, beta.
Alpha, beta. Okay, we're gonna do it.
Yes. The answer is yes, 1,000 times yes.
We're gonna do it. Okay. Should I show the settings page too?
Do it.
Sure.
Yeah.
So this is the setting. None of the other tabs work.
Yeah, unavailable. Subscriptions unavailable. Notifications. Well,
nothing there.
Privacy. Well, this is super private.
Oh yeah,
super
it
private.
Is. Yeah, tons of security.
Literally all the
security
private.
through obscurity. That's what that is. This is
it was pretty hilarious. It was pretty hilarious when you.
Yeah.
All right, so here's where you would and then here's where you put in the description, totally non-functional, but it will eventually. And then over here, it's I was like, yes.
This is the.
Yeah, this is exactly.
This is a bug.
Yeah, this is. So this is a bug. This is a video that I was trying to upload like yesterday, and
now it's stuck here.
Now it's just stuck, and so I can't. You can't actually do anything.
Well, the schedule change thing isn't supposed to work right now.
Yeah, I know.
Don't worry about it, man.
The potential.
Click edit on one of these things.
Okay, we got an edit button for videos that are uploaded,
yeah,
so that was exciting.
Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God we can edit them.
Well, I don't know if you can actually edit them. Like, there's no save button.
Oh, well.
There's no apply.
You can edit them, but you can't save any of your changes.
You can save the changes on changing the thumbnail, so, you know.
Hey.
Some things are there.
Hey-oh, there's a save button. So look. I'm not giving you.
It's only been up for like a day.
I'm not giving you crap. No, the point of this.
Like, I haven't slept in weeks.
Look.
There's been some really good development that has happened. Okay.
Okay, no, there is actually, so most of the work over the last year has been back-end work.
There's been infrastructure. There's been a lot of infrastructure work that's happened.
Because, guys, like, we are all about that back-end. So check this out.
Hey.
This should be a much more impressive demo. This is Kyle's GTX 1070 Ti video. Click.
What's cracking, people? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all doing well. Today's video is going to be very haphazardly thrown together because I'm short on time. What else is new, Kyle? I know. So apologies in advance for that, but I still think the data that you're going to be seeing today is going to excite you.
Is that how that's going to go down, dude? I just want to check with you. Yeah,
Negatory.
okay. Negatory? Okay, that's good, that's good. By the way, I love your profile picture.
It is literally the best screenshot of me on the internet ever, in existence forever. I think Brandon actually tweeted me. He's like, "This is by far the best video clip that you will ever produce in your life." I was like, okay, thanks, Brandon. I don't want to shoot for the stars anymore. But yeah.
Now you just need to get like multiple versions of like alcohol things and have all of them hit you in the eye at the same time.
Yes. Paul and I did a contest for Awesome Hardware recently, and one of the entries, one of my personal favorites, is actually on my store right now. Is like sort of like a cartoonized or animated version of that screenshot, and it says "Beware of bottlenecks."
Oh, that's pretty good.
That's not bad.
I like that.
Good.
That's not bad. Huh. I wouldn't buy one, but if you sent it to me for free, I might consider wearing it. How about that?
Yeah, you should wear it because I feel self-conscious wearing a shirt with my face on. It's very, very awkward. I don't like going in public.
Oh man. So anyway, there you guys go. I'm gonna go ahead and I'll link the store one more time. Here, I'll link specifically the Join Bitwit Ultra one. Go check it out. So you're doing 1 week early access, and I think you had also promised streaming, even though Luke and I were pretty clear that streaming doesn't work yet. But that's the last thing that I think Luke wants to update you on live.
What? What am I updating?
You guys have been doing some testing.
Yeah. So well,
right?
we've done some testing. Yeah, it's been going okay. There's still a lot of work that needs to be done. We're going to be working on it tonight. My little after party stream is going to be streamed to Twitch and our own infrastructure, which is crazy. And we're going to see how that goes and do some stress testing. AJ was doing testing from like uploading to a server in Quebec, and then having that go over to the EU, and then watching that stream off of an EU Edge server. And it was like actually doing pretty well. Cool. We need to get multi-resolution working. We need to get a live chat. We need connected accounts working so that people can use their accounts to actually talk in the live chat. There's a bunch of work that still needs to be done, but yeah, it's coming along.
Cool.
Yeah.